Good morning, Facebook family. How goes it? Aw. I love it. You just turn it on, there's like 5 people already waiting on you. I love it. One minute. Today's the last warm day, guys. It starts to cool off from here. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you learn to love it. Cold weather is here. Morning, Paul. Jan, good morning. Our question of the day has been on fire today. Should vaping be banned?
Really?
Yeah, I got lots of really good comments.
I got a take. I got a hot take.
Hot take. Hot take. Oh, look. Paul goes, boo day. Megan Quinn is up early this morning. By the way, I thought I was ratting her out about being hungover.
Yeah?
She already had told her mom. Her mom knew before I did. Her mom knows everything before I do. Everything.
Hey, Megan, I'm going to give you a quick tip for a hangover. Bloody Mary.
Hello? I'm right here.
Let's get back to your wake-up call with...
It is 6:43 on your wake-up call. It is 68 degrees. What could be the last warm day we have for a long, long time. I'm sad about that. Jeff Lane is here from the newsroom. Now, we did have, the last 2 days, we've had a complaint that you went soft on us again. You weren't talking loud enough for the Facebook Live audience.
I went soft. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll speak up.
That's it. Okay. All right.
Hot me down and I'll speak up.
All right. Now, I just got to know, we've had some pretty significant, serious accidents on I-70. So when you do this story, I will not play AC/DC today because I feel bad.
Yeah.
It's, there's a lot in a hurry, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't. And it was 48 hours ago to the minute right now that I stood here and I said it's just a matter of time before somebody dies due to construction back up on I-70. Yesterday afternoon that happened times 3. 3 people killed in a crash on westbound I-70. Traffic had slowed down or stopped all the way back to the Ohio Arch. And an SUV was sitting there. A semi-driver coming up from behind was not paying attention, didn't notice the traffic had slowed or stopped, slammed into the back of the SUV. 2 people in that SUV died at the scene. The truck driver was taken to a Dayton hospital where he later died. And a couple of interesting developments. If you went through that construction zone, it started basically just to the west of Chester Boulevard and continued just west of Williamsburg Pike. And the barriers that were there were big, heavy barriers, and they kind of jutted out into the driving lane, but they were sporadic. Like there would be barriers, and then there wouldn't be any, and then there'd be more barriers. It was just a strange construction zone. And those barriers are gone this morning. And I don't know if they were, at what time they were removed, if it was because of the accident or if it had been planned. But typically, you don't see barriers that big go into place for such a short period of time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're going to call NDOT and see what the reasoning was. But it just points out that you can be as careful as you want to be, but in a way it doesn't matter. You're basically at the mercy of whoever's behind you in a situation like that. When you come up on stop traffic, all you can do is sit there and hope that the person coming up behind you sees it, because otherwise you're a sitting duck. And that's what happened to those people yesterday, unfortunately.
Wow.
It was one of, now get this, there were 5 people that died in 3 Preble County accidents just 31 minutes apart yesterday. Briefly on the other 2, there was a 25-year-old Camden man killed in a motorcycle crash on 127 between Eaton and Camden. He had crossed the center line and struck an oncoming car. His name is Levi Robertson. And then a 33-year-old Gratis area woman was killed when she slammed into the back of a farm combine. Her name is, Jessica Johnson. The driver of that combine was not hurt.
Can I ask you this? Are you done with that story? Or?
Yeah, I'm done.
Let me ask you, this is unfair, and I get that. of the percentage of auto fatalities that you report on, we usually don't have all of the story in as far as the cause of the accident, but a lot of times they will comment and say distracted driving. That's almost always being on the phone now, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So, of those fatalities, do you have a feeling or a sense about how common distracted driving is the cause of these fatal accidents? I mean, it's more than drunk driving now, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. It's, in fact, troopers and anybody in law enforcement will tell you that that's just as dangerous, if not more so, than drunk driving. And but you still see it all the time.
Look, I am guilty. I am absolutely guilty. I've tried to get better at the voice to text. I've gotten better at trying to do that instead, but usually I'm good unless I get to a stoplight. And then the ADD kicks in, and there's no excuse. I was listening to a podcast about this yesterday, as a matter of fact, and there are more and more people that have gone to, they leave work and they throw their bag or messenger, whatever they've got, and the phone in the trunk. And that's been instructive and helpful for people to not do that. I don't have a long commute. I can't imagine if you had a long, hour-long drive, something like that, because often I'm listening to a podcast or doing something with the phone, and we got to figure out something. There's got to be a way to make us all smarter at that.
Yeah, let's hope. And then real quickly, I just want to mention this before we go, and before we get to the question of the day. There's a health fair going on today at the Golay Center, a big one. In fact, they call it the Mega Health Fair. It's being put on by the Western Wayne Senior Center. It runs from 9 until 12 this morning. 25 different booths. There's going to be flu, pneumonia shots available, vision screening, all that kind of stuff. Again, at the Golay Center, 9 until 12 today.
All right, very good. Our diaper drive results from the past week. I talked about it when I opened up the show. Almost 7,000 diapers, almost 5,000 wipes were collected in just 1 week. They're starting a diaper bank. They're going to be doing that delivery a little bit later on in the month, where they'll open it up and let families come in and I guess they register to get the diapers, but that's going to be pretty good. Okay, so question of the day. You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. It's been a very hot topic on our Facebook page today, where people are commenting and then asking questions and then responding. Vaping. Should vaping be banned?
I'm interested to hear your take.
All right, so
Go ahead. Or do you want me to get mine first?
well, I hate banning something because there's just a couple of bad. I think you could be better at monitoring or regulating what is coming in from overseas, because some of those packets contain different additives. So I'd rather not ban the process of vaping. I'd rather regulate it first, and then maybe up the age limit to 21. That's me.
Yeah, I say absolutely no. It should not be regulated. I don't generally like any law that protects people from themselves.
So not bike helmet or
No.
motorcycle helmets or seat belts?
No.
No. What?
No.
What are you talking about?
I think if you're stupid enough to do it, do it.
Well, but in a lot of cases, that ends up falling back on us to take care of somebody.
Yeah, because then there's an accident and you got to take care of it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get that.
I don't know that I like the idea of we've had a bad run of this, so let's ban it altogether.
Yeah.
But certainly there's some product that's coming in from China, I guess, is what I'm seeing a lot of people on the page talking about.
But if you're going to do that, if you're going to ban vaping, then let's ban smoking and let's ban fast food and let's ban all kinds of stuff that can hurt you.
Let's ban bad radio.
That too.
You know what I mean?
That too.
Uh-oh.
I could be on the first tee here at cracking daylight. I could be there in half an hour.
All right, so this is it's going to be like a high of, what did we say, 80, what was it, the high today? High of 89, 86.
Okay.
High 86. Today, you drove the convertible. I had some people in the car, the convertible that I sold, my car. They took some pictures yesterday and sent it to me, and it was just great to see them out and enjoying that. But you got to tell me, today's the last day you're driving it, right?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Really?
No. It's going to be all right next week.
Oh.
Later in the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not. Well, it's a low of 47 Friday night.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
75 is my threshold. If the high's not 75, then no.
Okay.
The top goes up.
You know, in that convertible, you could vape like a champ. No one's gonna care. All right. Thank you, Jeff Lane.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, guys. We have Maggie from Phillips Drugs coming up in just a little bit. The deal is on the flu shots, the southern hemisphere normally starts to get the flu bug in August, but it happened in July, like in Australia and stuff. And so they're saying that because it happened early down there, the likelihood is the flu season's going to start earlier here. So they want you to get your flu shot earlier. So Maggie's going to be here to talk a little bit more about why that's important. And at some point, I'd love to talk to anti-vaxxers and throttle those anti-vaxxers in the face. But we'll save that for another day. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you again. This is me sweeping around the backside and saying bye-bye now.